G'day guys, it's Kev here from Kev's Collectibles, back with another haul. I finished watching the latest Mandalorian Season 2 episode, another amazing show, um, and it was really cool to see my countryman, again spoilers coming up, Temuera Morrison, reprising his role as Boba Fett. Um, Really awesome to see him there representing New Zealand actors, which has been fantastic. But the big epiphany, I guess, from that latest episode was when Grogu, or Baby Yoda, was connecting to the Force while sitting on that pillar or stone in the center of that Jedi temple, and started, I guess, communicating with all the Jedi, or reaching out with the Jedi in the universe. And a lot of people thought, including myself, that a Jedi would actually appear in that particular episode, but that never eventuated. So I guess what's happened is it's given me a bit of extra time to put this video together. And what I want to do is basically run through all the various Jedi that actually may appear in the next two episodes. So the first one on the list I have here is Cal Kestis. Cal Kestis is a fan favorite from the Jedi Fallen Order video game. And now some sources say that this book here, which is Star Wars Jedi Yoda from 2004, is actually his first appearance. Now, I've been through the book, and I will show you this book as I have been doing in my latest videos, and sort of like look at this with a critical eye. So the artwork is actually really amazing, but here you actually have a character, as you can see, called Cal. You can see right there, Cal, same spelling as Cal Kestis, but in this case Cal has there's a few differences. Cal has white hair and looks a bit older than what he does in the video game. So in the video game he's much younger. Here he looks like a teenager. The other difference is that Cal in this story has a master. So he's a Padawan in this story as well. But he has a master called Tifix, and in the game, his master is called Jaro Tapal. And the other major difference, and really fantastic artwork in this particular book, is that he actually, again, spoiler alert, he actually dies in the end of the story along with his master from a suicide bomber. But there you can see Cal there. There's no last name given, but as you can see, he looks like a teenager, and he has this long white spiky hair. So some people have speculated that this is his first appearance, but it's a bit subjective. So if you buy this particular issue, sort of buy it with a grain of salt. Now, the only other mention of Cal, the actual Cal Kestis, in comic books is in Star Wars Jedi Fallen Order Dark Temple number 5, where his name is mentioned, but you don't actually see him in the comic book. So like I said, just buy this book with a grain of salt, but it's still very popular. It's got obviously Yoda in it, and it's a really great story and fantastic art as well. Next Jedi, or potential Jedi that might turn up, is Ezra Bridger. So the two key books here. Now, I've talked about these two particular issues in depth in my previous video, so you might want to check that out. But essentially, Ezra Bridger, who is this guy here on the cover, his first cameo appearance is in KANAN number 1, and his first full appearance is in KANAN number 6. Now, in the end of the Rebels animated cartoon on Disney Plus, basically what happened there was Thrawn, Grand Admiral Thrawn, who was attacking his homeworld, basically Ezra. He has a connection with the Force in a strong way, particularly with animals. He summoned these, essentially these space whales called Purgle, who turned up and basically teleported Ezra, who was on board Grand Admiral Thrawn's ship, into unknown space. And so, as you know from the previous episode of The Mandalorian, Ahsoka Tano, when she defeated the Magistrate, she asked, where is your master? Where is Grand Admiral Thrawn? And so, obviously, when Ezra disappeared with Grand Admiral Thrawn, Ahsoka Tano and Sabine Wren, Sabine Wren is there, have been trying to search for Ezra ever since. And a lot of people feel that Ezra is probably the Jedi that will appear, or is a high chance of him appearing anyway. The next candidate is Quinlan Vos. This is his first appearance here in Star Wars number 17 from the year 2000. And this is the emissaries to Malastare 5 of 6. Now, Quinlan Vos is a bit of a rebel in the Jedi ranks. He's even dabbled with the dark side before, and he's a bit of you could call him a playboy. He's had flings with both Ayla Secura and also Asajj Ventress, so I guess he likes bald chicks as well. But anyway, in the last the story with Quinlan Vos is in the last few days of the Clone Wars. He was fighting alongside Yoda on the homeworld of Kashyyyk, which is the homeworld of the Wookiees. And when the Order 66 was given, basically he was able to escape his trooper squad from killing him, and he basically vanished into the dense jungle of the forest there, and he basically hasn't been seen since. So this is his first appearance, and I'll show you where he appears in this book, and it's the first full appearance as well. But he appears over here. Just bear with me. So he's like this cloaked figure right here, and he reveals himself over here, right there, as Quinlan Vos. And I think he gives Mace Windu a map to some secret location or hideout. But that's his first full appearance. That's one to keep an eye out for, Star Wars 17. The other one is Star Wars 19, and that's his first cover or comic book cover appearance. As you can see, he's right there, and that's Ayla Secura, and that's I believe this book is also her first full appearance as well in comics. And just bear with me 1 second. So basically those are the two key books to look out for Quinlan Vos. The next Jedi on the list is Kyle Katarn. Kyle Katarn's a really interesting character. Now he's a fan favorite from the Dark Forces first-person shooter video game, and basically he's like, the story is he is a former decorated Imperial stormtrooper who defected to join the rebels after finding out that the Imperials had or the Empire had killed his father. And the thing is with Kyle Katarn is he actually ties in with the Dark Troopers, because in the Dark Forces game, he actually discovers the Dark Trooper research project the secret research project, and ends up actually destroying the Dark Troopers in that game. So, and this book here, which is Star Wars Tales 21 from 2004, is, I believe, the only comic book appearance of him. And I'll show you here where he appears. Now, I think it's the very first or second story. I'll just have a quick look. Yeah, I think it's the second story. I'll just go to that. Just bear with me. It is this one here, I believe. Maybe not the second, maybe it's the third. 1 second, guys. Yeah, it's this one here. So it's called Equals and Opposites. And I think that's him right there in the middle, holding the hand of the little girl. And basically the story is, in this particular episode, and this is set way in the future from where we are in The Mandalorian. So basically, Yuzang Vong, which is this massive alien-looking fella here, the Yuzang Vong invade the Star Wars universe, and they're kind of like immune to Jedi powers, and basically they've enslaved all these people on this planet, and Kyle Katarn basically stands up to them and uses his lightsaber to basically kick butt. And I think there's a jailbreak scene as well, so really cool artwork as well, and a big battle with the Yuzang Vong as well, who are very formidable aliens. So keep your eye out for that one. Now the next one is a lot of people are betting their money on Yaddle. So let me grab these books here. So Yaddle is basically was a member of the Jedi Council in the Phantom Menace, or the early movies for Star Wars, and basically she's the same race as Yoda, and obviously the same as Grogu, and she is a female. So a lot of people are speculating that Yaddle actually I guess mated with Yoda and basically gave birth to Grogu. Now a lot of people are saying, well, that can't be, because obviously Jedis are forbidden to have any relations like that. But some people are speculating that obviously the Yoda species is pretty much endangered. We've only ever seen, I guess, 3 of them ever. So secretly, maybe the Jedi Council allowed them to procreate, so to speak, to reproduce in order to keep the species alive. So that is the speculation, and she may turn up. Now, her first cameo appearance is in Star Wars Episode 1, The Phantom Menace number 3. Now, this is a real hot book because it's also the first full appearance of Darth Maul, and this is the most popular cover of the variant. So this is the same book, but the photo variant, and this is the other variant, which is the New Standard edition, which is where it says Star Wars Presents there on the barcode. Now I'll show you the actual appearance of Yaddle in the comic. Now it's actually really obscure. Now I had real difficulty trying to find Yaddle in this, but it's actually right here, right at the end. Yaddle appears right here. That's Yaddle right there, and she doesn't speak or anything, and it's just kind of like the back of her head in a really dark coloured view. But now I went and checked the movie and looked at the seating positions of all the various Jedi members, and she is definitely sitting in this particular location, so it's definitely Yaddle sitting there. But like I said, she doesn't speak or anything, so that's a really obscure appearance, so to speak. Now, now the proper first full appearance is in the book that you probably saw before, which is in my previous videos, is Star Wars number 13, Emissaries to Malastare, 1 of 6, and I'll show you where she appears as proof. And it's over here, right near the end, and there's Yaddle there, also me, and she also appears in other panels as well, on a couple other panels as well in the book. So that's the first full appearance of Yaddle. Now, the first cover appearance of Yaddle is in this book here, which is Star Wars number 16, and that's Yaddle there. And this is actually Kiada Mundi, and it's kind of weird because the lightsaber he's using is like that purple color, which is like Mace Windu's, which is kind of weird. So I don't know, did he borrow Mace Windu's lightsaber for this particular mission? But I don't know. But anyway, that's the first appearance of Yaddle on a cover, on a comic book. And the origin story of Yaddle, again, another Star Wars Tales edition, and like I said, just snap these up if you can, because these just keep popping up. Really good. It's Star Wars Tales number 5, which is from September 2000. Now, as I mentioned, this is the origin story of Yaddle. Really interesting story, actually. But Yaddle basically goes on this mission, and the name of the story is Yaddle's Tale, the One Below. Now, Yaddle goes onto this planet which is basically being controlled, and its inhabitants being controlled by a dictator. And Yaddle goes with her Jedi master, so she's a Padawan at this stage, whose name is Polvin Kut. And unfortunately, basically they get overwhelmed by the resistance fighters, or the dictator's soldiers, and her master dies, and then she gets imprisoned. And the interesting thing about the story is, in the beginning, there's a Jedi Council meeting, and they're trying to decide whether she should be accepted into the Jedi Council, so she hasn't actually joined yet. And this is the story of how she actually gets there. So, interesting thing is Yoda actually opposes to her joining. He thinks she's not experienced enough. She doesn't have the skills to actually join. So he's kind of quite negative towards it. But throughout the story, basically, which is recounted during this Jedi Council meeting, it shows Yaddle's bravery, and eventually Yoda basically accepts her, and the Jedi Council welcome her into the council. So that's a really cool story. Now, the last potential Jedi that everyone is talking about, and I reckon this is a long shot personally, but it is Mace Windu. Again, I've shown this book before, with the first appearance of Yaddle, or first cameo appearance, sorry. And what I'll do is I'll show you the book again to actually show you the proof of Mace Windu's full appearance. So this is actually, again, an amazing book, because not only is it the first full appearance of Darth Maul, but it's also the first full appearance of Mace Windu. So I'll show you the book now and his appearance. And he appears throughout this book here, and he talks multiple times. I mean, you can see right here, you see him talking and appearing multiple times in the council chambers. So that is his first full appearance in comic books. Now, the other one to keep an eye out for is Mace Windu, Jedi of the Republic, #4. Now, this particular comic is his origin or background story, which is really interesting. But just to give you a bit of background on Mace Windu, so obviously in the early first few movies, basically he confronts Senator Palpatine, which is obviously the Emperor, and Anakin cuts off his hand, and Palpatine basically force pushes or uses force lightning to push him out the window, and everyone assumes that he basically falls to his death. But interestingly enough, they interviewed George Lucas, and he said that Mace Windu, in his opinion, actually hasn't died. And Samuel L. Jackson, I've seen a video, I think he went to a Comic-Con, and he said, look, he's more than happy to reprise his role and appear in Star Wars movies, or any series again. So look, if he does appear again, he's going to look pretty crispy fried after being hit by the Emperor with that force lightning. But hey, who knows? He might have probably cybernetics, quite a bit like Luke Skywalker had for his arm, or that sniper from the latest episode, her stomach. Is it Fennec Shan? Her stomach is all cybernetic, so he could have all those sort of, I guess, things added to him to allow him to function. So he may make an appearance. And the other book, the final book I want to show you is Star Wars Tales #13. Again, another Star Wars Tales book. And this just basically has a whole bunch of stories relating to Mace Windu and his adventures, and it's an awesome cover as well. Obviously, his purple lightsaber, but it really pops a lot. It's a great cover, so I'd keep your eye out for that one. So anyway, that's my haul. I hope you guys found this video interesting, and you picked up a few pearls of wisdom. I'm really excited, like everyone else, to see which Jedi actually turns up in the next 2 episodes. We'll soon find out. My personal view is it's actually Luke Skywalker, and I actually talk about him in my previous video if you want to check that out. I think he's the one that's going to turn up, but who knows? Like I said and shown, there are so many potential options. But yeah. Anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed this haul, and I'll catch you next time. Catch you later. Bye.